On December 1938, a woman is strapped into Ohio's electric chair. Until this exact moment, she believed something with total certainty. She believed the state would never actually do this to a woman. She was wrong. Her final words were a plea to the warden standing beside her. She said, "Think of my boy. Won't someone help me?" Nobody did. Marie Hahn became the first woman ever executed in the state of Ohio. This is how she got there. Marie Hahn was born in Bavaria, Germany in 1906. At 19, she became pregnant and told her family the father was a well-known Viennese physician. Investigators later found no record that man ever existed. She arrived in Cincinnati in the late 1920s and married a young telegraph operator named Philip Hahn. She briefly ran a small bakery in the city's German immigrant district. She tired of the work quickly. She found something more profitable. She began presenting herself within Cincinnati's tight-knit German community as a live-in caretaker for elderly men. Trustworthy, caring, reliable. That reputation gave her exactly what she needed: access. Her first known client was a man named Ernest Koch. He died in May 1933. Shortly after Hahn began caring for him, he had left her his house. Her next client, a retired railroad worker named Albert Parker, died soon after as well. Before his death, Hahn had borrowed a significant sum of money from him. After he died, the written record of that debt disappeared entirely. Jacob Wagner died in June 1937. He left a substantial sum of money to Hahn, a woman he had come to regard as family. Then came a man named George Obendoerfer. While Hahn cared for him, she is estimated to have taken thousands of dollars from his accounts before his death as well. Each case followed the same pattern: trust, access, death, money. Not every man in Hahn's orbit became a victim. A man named George Heiss grew suspicious of her. Accounts describe him becoming wary after Hahn offered him a drink and refused to have any herself. He dismissed her from his household immediately, but he never reported his suspicions to police. He simply walked away, and Hahn moved on to find someone else. Her final victim was a man named George Obendoerfer. In the summer of 1937, she convinced him to travel with her and her young son to Colorado Springs. He became ill during the journey and died shortly after they arrived. Reports from the time describe him dying in agony, with Hahn standing over his bed, asking his name, as though she barely knew him. When Hahn then offered to personally cover the cost of his funeral, it struck someone as unusual enough to raise suspicion. An autopsy was ordered. It found high levels of arsenic in his body. That single result is what unraveled everything that came before it. Once arsenic was confirmed in Obendoerfer's body, investigators went back through Hahn's history. They began exhuming the bodies of her previous clients, men who had died years earlier under circumstances nobody had questioned at the time. Poison was found in each of them. When police finally searched her home, one detective later said they found enough poison to kill half of Cincinnati. Bank examiners uncovered the financial pattern behind each death. Money moved, wills altered, debts erased. Hahn was arrested and charged with murder. At trial, her defense argued she had acted out of mercy, easing the suffering of sick and elderly men rather than causing it. The jury did not accept that explanation. She was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to death. Her trial drew national attention, not only because of what she had done, but because a woman facing execution was, at that time in America, almost unheard of. Right up until her final hours, Hahn reportedly believed her sentence would be commuted. She did not think the state of Ohio would actually go through with executing a woman. On December 7, 1938, she was proven wrong. As she was strapped into the chair, witnesses say the reality of what was happening reached her all at once. She reportedly began reciting the Lord's Prayer. Her last recorded words were pleas for mercy, for herself and for her son. "Please don't. Think of my boy. Won't anyone help me? Is nobody going to help me?" None came. Marie Hahn's execution became a landmark moment in the history of capital punishment in Ohio, raising questions about gender and the death penalty that would echo for decades afterward. 5 men trusted her with their care. None of them survived that trust. My name is 2 Tears. New case every week. Subscribe.